Hey Susanna, my name is Marquis and I am the owner of Nomatic Marketing. And in this video, I'm actually going to show you three things that you can do today to just help bring in more customers to your business. So most likely, you're just kind of sitting there asking yourself, why am I even doing this in the first place? Or better yet, what's in it for me? And honestly, Susanna, those are pretty valid questions. Oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are just too busy actually running their business to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation that they have to working with someone is uh, they just don't know who's an expert and who isn't, who's going to end up really helping them or who's going to end up just trying to take their money. I found by giving people a free attack plan of actual things that they can implement to impact their business has resulted in business owners just kind of raising their hands and just saying, "Hey, Marquise, can you just do this for me?" So if by the end of the video, you feel like I can help your business with just gaining new customers, shoot me a message and we can chat. Or you can actually just take all of this information that I'm giving you for yourself, and you can just all try it out, and that's fine too. So now let me show you three things that will set your company apart from your competition and not waste any more of your time. So the three things that we're going to go over today are content, citations, and backlinks. So the first thing is content. So content is essentially any of the words, phrases, pictures that show up on your website. So any of this is content. This over here, that would be content. Any of this stuff down here, that's all content. So in order for you to be fully optimized with Google, your front page should have at least 1,500 words. That just puts you in a really good spot. So what I did was I took your website and I actually threw it into one of the free tools that we use here. This is called SEO Quake. This tool you can actually download. Anybody can download it. Just go to seoquake.com. It gives you a lot of really insightful information about your website. One of them being the total amount of words on a page. So if you can see here, the total amount of words on your front page is about 875. So definitely not bad. It's definitely a good place to be. Uh, but in order for you to be fully optimized, I would say to boost that on up to around 1,500 if you can. Whereas if we take a look at one of your competitors, I just threw them into SEO Quake as well. And this is where it becomes very interesting. So doctorschoicefirst.com, they're actually the very first site to show up when you put in mobile DNA services Denver into the search bar. But if you can see here, the total amount of words that they have is only 719. So they actually have less words than you. So with taking that into account, why are they showing up and you're not? We can go into that a little bit further later in the video and I'll show you why. The second thing that I want to show you right now, though, is going to be citations. In order to take a look at citations, we're going to actually go into that keyword that I had told you about, mobile DNA service Denver. And usually when you put a keyword into the search bar, there are a couple things that show up. The first thing will be a set of ads here. So that's usually from the Google Ads network. Basically, companies run ads. They're pay-per-click. So that means that they only pay when a customer actually clicks on the ad set. That can go one of two ways. Sometimes if the person that's managing the ads are good at their job, that'll end up being very lucrative for them. But other times if they really don't understand what they're doing, it ends up wasting a lot of money for the business owner. The second area, which I think is actually more lucrative for business owners, is the Google Map Packs area. So that's this area right here. So this is the map packs area, or maps for short. So this is the section where you can find the name, address, and phone number, aka NAPS with an N, for any businesses in the area under a specific keyword. So what usually happens is I'll have business owners asking me just, how can I rank in the Google Map Pack? And by rank means come up in one of these top three areas right here. Now, there are a couple things that you can do. One is by optimizing your actual page. That goes along with, like optimizing your description, making sure it's like loaded with keywords that are relevant for your business. Also optimizing any pictures that you may have. And if you don't have any pictures, add in pictures to your Google Map listing. But the third thing, which is probably one of the most important things to help you, is going to be your citations. So citations are anywhere across the internet where the name, address, and phone number for your business show up exactly the same. So if we take a look at one of our other tools here, so this is whitespark.ca. Essentially, it's a local citation finder. Basically, you can use it in order to find out how many citations you have for a business around the internet. This tool costs about, I don't know, anywhere between $30 to $70 a month, but anybody can use it. You just go to whitespark.ca and you'll be able to find it yourself. So I took the liberty of actually throwing your business right into the citation finder. If we could take a look here, it looks like you have 12 citations across the internet, which is not a bad place to be at all. I've seen businesses with less than that, 5, 4. I've seen some businesses, they're pretty much brand new, so they have 0 still. Especially when you compare yourself to like somebody else in the area, like Denver DNA Center. So they have about 18. So at my company, we usually recommend that you have anywhere between 200 and 300. I wish that I would have put in a search for Nomatic. So my company has about 200. Most of the companies that we work with, they have somewhere between 200 and 300. It's just so that there's basically no way for your competition to touch you in this area. You just kind of like wipe the floor with them, which will help you rank better in that Google Map pack. The third thing that we're going to talk about is backlinks. So think of backlinks at how a website has authority on the web. Simply put, it works like this. So if you take site A, and site A points to site B, therefore site A is acting as a backlink that gives site B more authority in Google's eyes. So think of it like a popularity contest. The more sites that are pointing at you, the more popular you are. So if we take a look at your website here, we can see that you actually have 0 backlinks. So these backlinks is what aids Google in just acknowledging you as an authority and then moving you up the list in that kind of like search history. So for that mobile DNA services, Denver, for example, one of the reasons that you're not showing up on any of the first pages is because of this backlinks. But if we were to take a look at that same competitor that we were talking about earlier, you can see they have about 123 backlinks across 60 referring domains. So all of these backlinks are helping them. What's also helping them while we're taking a look at this is the amount of keywords. So they have about 745 keywords that they are ranking for across their entire site. So throughout the site, they have about 745 keywords that they're ranking for. The great thing about using this specific tool, so this is Ahrefs, this gives you a ton of information about a person's website. Is I can actually take a look here, click on referring domains, and it'll show me what domains they're using in order to help rank their site. So knowing this kind of information would help a company like yours because you can actually use these to help your own site to rank, if that makes sense. But the thing about it is not just any backlink works though. So it needs to be relevant. So it's a difference between having a backlink for, I don't know, like Pizza Hut and then having a backlink for like localdatabase.com. So localdatabase.com is a little bit better, or even like if you take a look here, yellowpages.com. So that's an actual directory that people would put their business information in. Whereas Pizza Hut just deals with pizza. So that's not really going to help you. All right, I hope that makes sense. So once again, we went over a couple things in this video. One being content. So just in order to be fully optimized, your front page needs to have at least 1,500 words. Second thing is citations. So you're going to want to have anywhere between 200 and 300 citations across the internet. And these are used to just kind of like beat out your competition by a landslide. And the third thing is backlinks. So you're going to need more relevant sites actually pointing to you guys just to show Google that you are an authority. And if you guys were to implement these strategies today, you can actually be number one across the internet. So I guess you're kind of wondering, what now? Well, you can either go and use the information that I provided you on your own, and I'm perfectly all right with that. Or if you want the most effective route and want to save yourself some time, you can actually give me a call at 970-829-1342, or you can just shoot me a message right on Facebook and we can talk there either. Once again, my name is Marquis. I'm with Nomatic Marketing, and my number is 970-829-1342. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a good one.